ready to go out. I'm in a hurry actually, but I want to take you along as well. I'm going to this event. It's the closing gala of the London East Asia Film Festival, and there'll be a screening for this film from Hong Kong. It's called Little Red Suite, and then there'll be a Q&A session with the actor Simon Yam, and then there'll be a VIP drinks reception at around 8. I'm very excited to see Simon again. He and I, we go back like 20 years when I was working in the office as a film executive. And then he was my judge at the Year of Miss Hong Kong. And then we actually shot a film together about 10 years ago called SLP. And so I'm very excited to see him again and also see other people from the Hong Kong film industry. So come along with me.
Wow, I'm sweating. I'm heart beating. Okay, thank you speech from the producer and the director. 我們相信笑聲感動和對人性嘅善良的追求係世界性嘅。
We believe in the power of laughter. We believe that the pursuit of kindness.
多謝多謝。我哋贏。我哋拍過好多戲嘅，我哋。Yeah. Thank you.
And love. We have one final award. Wilson Yip's Ip Man, Anne Hui's Night and Fog, Alex Law's Echoes of the Rainbow, and then there's the stunning collaboration.
Wow. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Yeah. All right, okay. Wow. Thank you very much for this amazing award. Yeah, especially having my wife and my daughter in here to make this moment extra special. Thank you, and thank you, Chi. Thank you. I feel that I'm a new face because I still have a lot of projects that I want to do. Yeah. This is so grateful that I can bring people's story in the screen. Today, it is just a beginning of my new journey. Thank you. 多謝，謝謝，감사합니다. Thank you. 거꾸마카. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you all. I love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you.
If we can just keep you here for a moment, I'd also like to welcome Vincent Chow to the stage.
同埋周邊嘅互相幫忙嘅一個咁嘅電影，咁所以咧，我同導演一路傾嘅時候咧，因為其實我好熟九龍城，咁所以咧就亦都好喺度傾偈嘅時候咧，即係話俾佢聽個 background 係點樣人與人之間，我哋可以通過一粒豆，令到全世界可以拉埋一齊，即係 connect together。
It's now 5:40 and I'm leaving home at 6 for dinner at this restaurant. It's called Barfina. I picked out this restaurant because my friend is meeting me tonight, and I'm so grateful because she lives 1 hour away by underground from central London, and she's making an effort to make this happen. She's calling it the celebration round 2 of my birthday, and I just really want to enjoy a really delicious dinner and have fun, have a good time. So I picked out this restaurant. It's Spanish tapas, and about 8 years ago I tried it in Soho. I had lunch and it was really delicious. I had a friend as well at the time, and then we finished a bottle of wine. It was so nice, and then soon after I returned to Hong Kong and they opened one called Casio using the exact same menu. So it was like a collaboration with Barfina, but it was quite disappointing. I tried once and the food was just like a copy, but a bad copy of the original. So I'm really looking forward for tonight. I really hope the food is going to be phenomenal. And afterwards, I'm going to walk around Regent Street, Oxford Street to take some video of the Christmas lights to show you the decoration in central London this year. Last year, I was so cold. My hands were freezing, so I left really early. For tonight, I'm going to wear like leather gloves and a big hat to make sure I'm warm enough to stay longer and walk around to take videos. It's quite cold out there, and it's been like 12 days since my birthday. Something really strange happened here. It's been, you know, lack of sunshine. I have this really specific term in the weather news, like, but I don't care about. You can tell me whatever name it is. I don't care. It was so dark, and my body kind of react in a strange way as well. And towards the end, I couldn't take it. I went out and got some vitamin D, and I make sure, you know, I drink less coffee, and, you know, try to turn on all the lights. I have all the candles to make my home warm and cozy. And I got this cushion as well, really soft and fluffy, so that I feel a bit warmer at home. Today is a little bit better, but it's still really gloomy, and so I've been thinking about ways to cope with this lack of sunlight, and I think Spanish food is the answer. So I hope you can come along with me, and then we're going to look at the Christmas lights. I don't think my friend will join me because like she lives 1 hour away, so yeah, probably you and I, we're gonna walk around central London, look at the Christmas decoration together for the first time. About the film festival that I went to, that was a really nice surprise to see my ex-boss, my former boss, Peter Chan, and his partner, Sandra Ng. We worked very closely together for 2 years. I worked for Peter's company, and I was the distribution executive and also his personal assistant at the time. Because I was quite involved in the film industry when I was in university. So soon after I graduated, I was working for a magazine. And then once I finished my 3 months, he called me like through the manager at his film company, and then we just had a quick meeting at Starbucks. I remember it so vividly, in Causeway Bay, and I was hired. So for 2 years we worked very closely together, and I was really surprised to see them at the film festival. Yeah, because the invitation didn't say that they would attend the film festival, so I thought I would just chat with Simon, my co-star. And also Simon and I, we go way back 20 years. And yeah, Peter and Sandra, we also go back 20 years. At the film festival, they actually had like a prize presentation, and I didn't know they have this part. I thought it's gonna be a simple introduction, and then we go straight to the film. The film was not so good. The film was the debut film of this new director, and it was quite hollow and choppy. And I'm not being too mean or critical. It was really choppy. It went into like different chapters, and it always fade to black. I think they had added out some parts in post-production. So in the film, they talk about Kowloon City, which is an older area in Hong Kong. And I used to live in Kowloon City for 2 years when I was working for Peter. Yeah, because originally, our film office was in Tsim Sha Tsui, and then soon after we moved to Kwun Tong. And I was so dedicated, I moved home. I moved to Kowloon City, and I would take the bus every day to go to the film office. So in the film, they talk about Kowloon City up to year 2018. And there were some aerial shots, like bird's eye view of Kowloon City, and they look really, the CG shots just look really fake. I don't know why they don't use like a real, you know, they just fly a drone and take real aerial shots of that area. And the whole film, you don't see really a lot of character development. And of course, Simon's acting was always on point, but the rest of it looked really hollow and choppy, and you don't feel. Days afterwards, I'm still thinking about that film, because I usually at the film festival, at the closing gala, you see something really, gets into your heart and you think about it. But for this film, there was nothing too nothing too close to my heart. My friend, I invited her and I was like, actually, I didn't know if I should invite you or not because sometimes the film is not so good. And yeah, she also lives far away, and she was my manager at the magazine. So I was working with her full time for 3 months. But before that, I was a part-time employee at the magazine for 1 year. At the interior design and architecture magazine. So she was my manager at that time. She was marketing manager. I was marketing executive. And so 3 months later, I went and worked for Peter instead. So she was the witness in this whole transition, how I got back into the film business. Because I was always very interested in the film industry. So I was volunteering and also working part-time for different film companies. And there was one film company I worked for called Fortissimo, and I used to sell Wong-Kar Wai film. I used to help them at the Film Expo in Hong Kong and also at the film festivals. For a full-time position, I work in his company as distribution executive. A lot of people think that I was his personal assistant because I handle all his things and yeah, I take all the phone calls and all that. And people thought that I was just his PA, but I was more like a film executive. I was really quite happy. I never took a day off. Yeah, even when I was sick. Because one time I was really, really sick, and then he called me into his room, and then he looked at me and like, oh my God, you look really, really sick. So that's why I remember I never had a day off. And towards the end, when I was leaving the company for television, they actually pay me like a sum of money for like an extra pay for never taking a day off. And then yeah, I was really happy at that job because I got to travel for free. And I went to Paris. I went to Beijing, went to so many places by myself. Especially with Paris, for that trip, during the day I had my graduation ceremony for my bachelor degree at Hong Kong U. And then right after the ceremony, I ran to the airport and flew to Paris for work by myself. And so even looking back, I loved my job back then. Get to travel for free, and it was like premium economy. And yeah, get to fly really sometimes business class. And I was only like 21, 22, so it was amazing to have all your travel trips paid for. Although it was a lot of work, but you know, in your early 20s, you don't notice it. And I remember in Bangkok, I did not sleep at all because we were on this like promotional tour, and I had these big actors with me. I had Jet Li and Andy Lau, and everywhere we went, like people would chase after them, and there'll be a crowd of people chasing after them, and I had to be responsible. So yeah, there was a lot of interesting experience. Perhaps I should make another video and tell you all the little details. But anyway, like Peter Chan and Sandra, they are not only are they a golden couple, they're also legendary. They both have achieved so much. I mean, since I was a child, they already, you know, went up to the very top in the entertainment industry and also in Chinese cinema. And he's a really legendary and well-known director, and her, you know, one of the best actress awards. So I have nothing but good things to say about them. And they helped me a lot. Sandra was also my nominator for Miss Hong Kong, and yeah, and she gave me, even this cushion is from her, this little teddy bear cushion. It's from Sandra, and she treated me so well. She gave me all the luxury items when I did my first luxury designer items were all from her. She gave me like Louboutin shoes, Chanel bags, LV bags, Burberry shearling coats. And I received like 10 shearling coats from her. They were all very expensive. And I received so many luxury items from her. She gave me homeware, she gave me furniture. So for about 10 years, my home actually looked like her home because she collects like vintage furniture. So I had a lot of really nice Victorian pieces at home. And yeah, I'm so grateful thinking back. They really helped me through a lot when I had nothing. And yeah, even nowadays, even sunglasses, scarves, cashmere scarves, I still have them. I'm still using them even to this day. Like 15 years later, I'm still using her items every single day. Just really amazing to see them again in London, and they still look the same to me. After the screening, I had a chat with Simon, and Simon was my judge at Miss Hong Kong. But before Miss Hong Kong, I already met him at the film office when I was working as the executive. So just a lot of memories. And he said, I have not seen you in a long time. And I said, yeah, I live here now. And it's so nice. It's so nice to see them again and be involved in to attend this event. But see, my alarm it's now 6 o'clock. And I think I should go. Maybe I'll make another video because I can go on and on about my film career and the people that I've worked with. But Sandra and Peter, they always have a special place in my heart. We were really close for 2 years, and yeah, back then I really miss my colleagues at the film company as well. They treated me very, very well. And just even with my first home, I moved out at that time because I was working day and night. So I moved out, and they gave me money to buy like homeware for my new home. So how can you find colleagues like that in the whole world? And yeah, I should give them a call because I miss them very much, and I'll visit them when I go back to Hong Kong next time. And yeah, I'll talk to you more about my adventure in the film industry. So let's go outside now. Birthday present.
我哋飲咖啡先。
Kêu thêm sẽ phải con.
Wine and cocktail bar. 呢個應該 OK 啦。
應該 OK 啊。係好飲啊！即係。
Hi everyone! I just got home and look at my flowers, my birthday flowers. And I'm super happy because this is a Japanese florist from Tokyo and it's located inside Selfridges. I went in there several times over the past months to look at the bouquets because they're really intricate. The design is really intricate. You can see they have this gold, like rose gold spray on these little parts. Can you see? I'm so happy, like when you receive your dream bouquet from your dream florist. It's like just the color of fall. Yeah. So nice. And yeah, tonight I really enjoyed the food. I enjoyed so much better than my birthday dinner, the one in Mayfair. And especially the ambience. Tonight is full house as well, but everyone is just too busy, too focused on the good food. Very lively, very cozy and warm. Especially during winter time, I think if you go out for dinner in the UK, it's quite an effort. And it was raining just now. And most night it rains and you want to go somewhere. I want to go somewhere warm and next to the fireplace, or for tonight we can see the chef cooking. We can see the whole cooking process. See them using the charcoal grill to grill fish and also grill all the seafood, and it just felt really warm. After dessert we decided to go to another hotel for drinks, and we actually walked into this nice hotel called Nomad, but it was super dark. It was like for vampires. Can't barely see anything, and so we decided to go somewhere brighter, and we went to this other hotel called Brown's, and it's very close to Leicester Square underground station. And we had quite a nice chat, and she knew that I went to the film festival, so I told her about my work experience. I was really inquisitive and very curious and very dedicated, especially at that time. It was really productive time, so I got to go to the film awards, went to Hong Kong Film Awards, went to Golden Horse Film Awards in Taiwan and in Taichung. So I went twice, and then I went to Golden Rooster Award. I remember I had this goal. I want to attend these 3 prestigious award shows, and I walked the red carpet. And I was always next to the stage when they're on stage giving the speech. We won Best Film, Best Director. We won a lot of awards. Back then, I guess I had less resistance in manifesting my goal because I was very straightforward. I was like, if you work hard, if you give the effort, if you focus, and if you dream big, you'll get there. I guess with age, like as you get older, you do have some self-doubt. And you do want to be cozy and slow, and but actually things can manifest so much better when you don't have the resistance. You don't create the resistance in your own mind. And back then I had no resistance because I come from a very humble background. And to be able to step inside the glamorous film world and enjoy the extravaganza and the success that we had, it was like very dreamy. And even nowadays when I talk to people who didn't know about my film background, I still talk about it with such pride, and I'm still so proud to be able to work on such meaningful and successful films. And Peter is a really successful film director. So I'm super grateful to be a member of the Hong Kong film industry at that time. To look, of course, at the time I could not see the future. Like, my perspective was so small, and but Hong Kong film industry is not the same as before. I don't think, if you're in your 20s, I don't think you can find opportunities like that to be able to grow and learn every single day, and to work with all these creative genius at work and get a very stimulating creative and very stimulating day every single day, almost every single day. And towards the end, he was talking about having me work in Beijing for their new office in Beijing, and for quite a few different reasons, I left and I went and worked at TVB, at the television station, the largest television station in Hong Kong. And the little reasons, I don't think it's time for me to talk about them still, like even 15 years later. And it also is not that relevant anymore. It's not that relevant anymore why I left and went into TV. But had I stayed, I think I'll be a really great film executive still. And I was working with producers, and my dream at that time was to become a film producer. And so who knew? Like, now that I have my own YouTube channel, and I'm kind of filming and producing the videos myself. I do all the editing. No one else touches my material, and I still find YouTube to be a creative platform, and I really enjoy to have, you know, my own creative material out there. I think the most precious memory from my film executive job was going to Cannes Film Festival, and I set up the office. We rented an apartment right next to the red carpet, and it was like a 3-bedroom apartment. It's oceanfront, so you see the red carpet and you see the sea, and it's so nice to be in the south of France in Cannes. And then I was there for 2 weeks, and initially I was gonna go back to Paris after Cannes Film Festival and spend 5 days there as a little holiday treat for working hard during the film festivals. Every day I would wake up at 8 and start working at 9, and then finish at 6, and then go to the beach parties, and then go to the red carpet, watch the premieres, and I end up watching the film Precious with Mariah Carey on the same road. She was a few seats away from me. When we finished watching the film, there was a standing ovation. And I knew the film was going to get really big and they would win some awards. I mean, I had all these opportunities. I've done commercials, I've done magazine covers, I've done TV shows, I've done films as a lead actress. But my most satisfying period is still when I was working behind the camera as a film executive. I had so much power and control over like the advertising material, the promotional tour, and how we organized the premieres. So it was the whole process of putting a creative project out there for the world to see. And so thank you for joining me for my second celebration. And we didn't go to Oxford Street or Regent Street to see the Christmas lights, and because it started raining and we finished our chat at 10:30. So next time, tonight's Sunday as well, so it's a little bit dark. They don't have all the lights on, and it's still early in November. So I think next time in late November, I'll do a nice tour of the Christmas lights. But I asked her, she's been living here for many years, and apparently the Christmas lights are pretty much the same every year. So I need to do some research to see if there's any special lightings that I can film, and so it's worthwhile for you to watch. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.